Hello everyone, and welcome back to Brink of Speed. Today, I did not want to make this video. It's very hard for me to make this video, but we're going to talk about some heartbreaking news with the C8 Z06, the C8 E-Ray, and how some people's plans for their 2024 Corvettes are now ruined, or potentially could be ruined. All right, everyone, I am on the Pittsburgh Vintage Grand Prix Association yet again, and here they have a beautiful 2024 Z06. It is a convertible, and it has the Z07 package, plus they're giving away $30,000 along with the car. The grand prize total is $110,000. But who wants that? We want this beautiful car. It's got carbon fiber everywhere, and it is gorgeous, as you can see. So real quick, the way that you enter is click the tickets there. You will see Brink as the code. And this one in particular gets you 30% more for your money just because you are clicking on my link, which is in the description or the pinned comment. But you click here, you enter all your information, click continue, and it will give you credit card information to enter, and that will buy your tickets. So good luck, everyone. I cannot wait to see who wins this Z06. I really want to talk about something else first, and that is that anything that I discuss today is not the end of the world. In fact, it's not even that important. It may seem extremely important to you, and I'm not discounting that at all. I mean, if this is important to you, that's fine. It's just not to me. It's not a huge importance in my life, which is actually kind of interesting for me to be saying because I'm a YouTuber and it's good for me to have the latest and greatest as soon as I can get it. But you know what? Someone else is in control, and that's God. And I have Jesus in my life, and so I just put my faith and trust in Him, and He'll get me through whatever is going on. And whatever is meant to happen for me with this YouTube journey is what's going to happen. I have done everything that I possibly can do. Get an E-Ray as fast as possible. And I think I did a good job of getting rid of my 23 Stingray. I probably could have gotten rid of it a little sooner and probably got a little bit more money, but I am thankful and I feel blessed to have very quickly sold it. Anyway, I said all that to say, none of this is important when it comes to the real important things in life. Of course I want an E-Ray. Of course I'd like one as quick as possible. But you know what? It's probably not going to happen, and I will still be successful on YouTube without an E-Ray. Hopefully I'll get one sooner than later, and once I do, then it'll only help that success out even more. So enough of that. Let's go ahead and get into the meat and potatoes of this upload. So a couple of articles came out recently, and the first one, I'll just get right into it, is about the E-Ray. For those of you who already have E-Ray allocations and already have TPW dates, which is targeted production week, you're about to get some fairly bad news. It could be heartbreaking. If you haven't heard this already, if you haven't seen this already, I'm here to inform you that they have been pushed back another month. So let's go back through the history of E-Ray. And I'm not going to be exact on my dates, so please don't hold me to exact dates. But if my memory serves me correctly, way back in I think it was the end of 2022, we were told that E-Rays would probably be starting to be built in the middle of summer, or at least be able to be ordered in the middle of summer. And so that's what we all thought was going to happen. And then in like May, it was said, yes, July 17th, I think, was the date that we'd be able to order the new E-Ray. And then we were told that 2024 production was going to start at the beginning of September. And I was personally told by a person who has usually good inside information that the E-Ray was going to start being built September 5th. Well, that got pushed back to October 23rd for the E-Ray to be built. We still didn't know when we were going to be able to order the E-Ray. Then the strike was looming, and GM decided to extend the 2023s and build them all the way to like September 14th. So that's fine. But then October 23rd was kind of just like out there, and nobody knew. I mean, we obviously knew that it probably wasn't going to happen, but nobody really knew what was going to happen. And so we all just kind of waited around, and then all of a sudden we found out that December 4th was going to be the new targeted production date, first targeted production date for E-Rays. And that was already a little bit of a disappointment to quite a few people, but it was still pretty solid because they went from October 23rd all the way out to December 4th. So I thought, this is probably pretty solid. Well, that's not what happened. And let me show you that article real quick. It's on the Mid-Engine Corvette forum. A couple weeks ago, we found out that now those December 4th have jumped all the way to the very beginning of January, which was kind of like, you know what? All right, whatever, but this will probably be the last pushback, because it seemed like, with the strike ended and, everything else seeming to kind of fall into place, people were getting their 2024 Z06s being delivered, obviously Stingrays as well. I just figured that all that was probably over. Well, this morning I wake up, get on the Mid-Engine Corvette forum, and now we're pushed back another month. So I think the new dates are beginning of February for the very first targeted production date. That's big. We don't know what to trust now from GM. And it's a little frustrating to myself, even though, like I said at the beginning, this really doesn't matter. It's really not that important. So, yeah, we're now February 4th or 5th, I believe, till we get an E-Ray starting to be built. Now, you're going to see in this article that there's basically been 32 E-Rays that have been accepted by GM. 32 E-Rays. That's it. And that's starting back in October, I think, is when they started actually accepting E-Ray builds. So, very disappointing. And I'm sure there's a lot of you out there who have been waiting a very long time to either get a Stingray, a Z06, and now maybe an E-Ray. And now you're just like, when am I ever going to get one of these C8s? It seems like I'm never going to get one. So I hope that it doesn't break too many hearts out there. I hope that most people see it like I see it, where, with everything that's going on in the world today, all the sickness, all the wars, all the, you name it, cost of groceries, cost of gas, a brand new supercar is not that important, even for a YouTuber like myself. You know, I have it very, very good. I've got a beautiful wife carrying a beautiful child that's due in February. I'm so excited about it. I can't wait to meet my boy. And the E-Ray's been delayed. Oh well. So I wanted to bring that information to you. Let's go ahead and transition to the Z06 now. The Z06 has had some engine problems, but before I say anything about this article, let me tell you that this is an anomaly. There's been 6,000 or 7,000 Z06s built, and not too many of them have had this issue. And when I say not too many, I mean not too many. It's been very few Z06s that have had any kind of engine issues at all. And I know plenty of people with thousands upon thousands of miles on their Z06s with zero problems. So this is an anomaly, and it just happened. And let me show you the video real quick, and then I'll come back and explain. But an engine blew up. Check this out. All right, so now that you've seen that, now you understand that the situation really sucks. I feel bad for the guy. In the article, it actually states that this Z06 was either purchased or won by this individual. He either bought it from Corvette Mike or won it from Corvette Mike. I probably would guess he won it from Corvette Mike. So hopefully it's, you know, he won it after the 6-month warranty issue and he's got a full warranty. But that LT6, it exploded. And you saw the puff of white smoke. And then if you keep watching the video, I'll link the video in the description. You'll see that there was a lot of oil and fluids on the ground once the Z06 started slowing down for that stop sign. I hope everybody out there with a Z06 hasn't had this issue. I hope that you've had a phenomenal time with your Z06 and you've just been able to enjoy it. But I will say, if you have a Z06 that has that ticking noise, be sure to take it to your local Chevy dealership and let them check it out, because it could be a ticking time bomb. Most likely it won't be, but it certainly could be. So let them check it out. That way, hopefully, if it is, they can fix it before it explodes, and you won't have to worry about having this type of situation happen to you when you're out enjoying your Z06. But let me know in the comments down below what you think about the E-Ray being delayed again. Let me know what you think about how this has affected, or not what you think, but how this has affected, you know, your life. Just waiting and waiting and waiting. Thought that you were finally going to get your E-Ray, and then wham, all of a sudden you're not getting it, you know, for another month or two. And then let me know if this has happened to you with your Z06, and if so, what you did about it, how Chevy addressed it, and so on and so forth. But ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up. I hope each and every one of you has a wonderful rest of your day. I'm sorry for bringing bad news today to you, but I wanted to get this out. But you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you guys out on the road.